Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Marketing Lessons. And in this series, the whole reason I started this series was because I wanted to keep it really real and authentic. And as I'm as a marketing director and I take charge of marketing in our agency. As a marketing agency, I don't just do marketing for our business, but I'm in charge of marketing basically for every single client that we have. And at one time we can have a dozen or more clients, and it's a lot of work. And one of the things that I've been realizing, especially in our own business, is that you really need someone to be in charge of content. You need to have someone who's really seriously in charge of your content plan, of your content strategy. I'm not talking about someone in charge of marketing, that's pretty obvious, but you need someone in charge of specifically content, like the content plan. And if you've been following our videos for some time, you know that I've been talking about how videos are super important. Putting out content, whether it's articles, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a video, whether it's just posts on Facebook, whether it's photos on Instagram, whether it's articles on LinkedIn, whatever it is, ideally you put out all of those, right, and more. But putting out content is the number one way to stay relevant and to be even getting your audience nowadays online. If you don't do that, you're going to fall far behind anyone else who does it, right? It's necessary. Like, if you don't do it, your business will die out sooner or later. To the person who does it, even if they've only just joined that industry, if they're just a new startup that just started the business, you're going to hate it because you might have been in business for years and years and years, but just because you didn't put out content to your target market on the right channels, you're going to lose out. That's just how marketing works. In that sense, marketing is really, really fair. The people who do work and put stuff out there wins, right? Wins customers, wins money. So what I've been facing a lot is putting out content, a ton of content consistently over time. It's really tough, it's really difficult. And what you need someone in your company who's in charge of content. Ideally, it should be someone within your company, because the thing is, it's very difficult for me to be in charge of content for every single one of my clients. It's very difficult because there's a ton of content you can create. Like, I put out videos, and you've seen so many videos from us. And the truth is, every single week I put aside half a day, sometimes even an entire day, just to shoot, just to create content. You don't see that, but we spend half a day shooting. It takes up 1, 2, maybe even 3 people in the team. I write stuff, I edit photos, and I shoot videos, and and there's so many more hours behind that where I brainstorm ideas and I storyboard concepts in my head. And you just need someone in charge of that, because if you don't have someone in charge of the content plan and in charge of the timeline, it's not going to happen. You're going to have a real good energy boost. You're going to watch this video, you're going to get motivated, you're going to go and put out content, and for 1 week, for 2 weeks, maybe your Facebook is going to be exploding with content, but then in the 3rd week it's going to drop off. In the next month, you're going to be back to zero, and not being consistent is not going to work out at all. So that's one of the biggest lessons we learned. And as soon as I managed to put the right people in our team in place, in charge of the timeline of the content, in charge of streamlining the flow of creating content, it became so easy. I'm someone who's really good at coming up with ideas. Like, I come up with way too many ideas for my own good, right? And so I'm kind of in charge of creating content, the content plan. But having someone operationally actually put that into place, build a timeline, make sure that the ideas actually translate into reality, into an actual finished video like this and out there on Facebook. Like, I can't do that. I'm not. Ideas people, creative people are typically not operational, detail, meticulous people, right? And that's a big weakness of mine. Once I could find people and put them in place, and have the whole system and have people in charge of the content plan and in charge of the content schedule, the timeline, that's when things really started to take off. And by take off, I mean being really consistent, having content every single time. And that's what you gotta have. That's my biggest lesson for this week, and I want you to really get that lesson, because if you don't have that, it's gonna be very difficult to catch up with the people who do have that. So I hope you take that away. If you've got any questions, as always, put it below. The whole reason we do this is to help people like you figure out your own marketing, get really good, and really leapfrog your competition, right? If your competition isn't watching our videos as well. So that's it for today. I just hope to see you at the next Marketing Lessons episode next week. Hey there, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, check out a relevant video here, and don't forget to subscribe to us for more marketing tips, techniques, strategies that are working for us, or just more behind the scenes fun. See ya!